live, and we're live. Hey, hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to another live commentary. Yes, I'm doing another one today. This is of the 20th anniversary of the third and final movie in the original trilogy, and that is Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, we're finally going to do it because StreamYard's being a bitch. I might as well do it now. If you're in the chat, I'm going to be doing this for another hour and a half, so join me in the chat. If not, you can watch this later. I'll be here all day. So let's do this. Jurassic Park 3. Let me get started. We got 2 people watching already. Yeah. This is the third one, the most underrated of 3. Some people think this movie's terrible. No. Jurassic World is terrible. Fallen Kingdom is terrible. When they lost Stan Winston's effects when he died in 2008 or whatever, it just wasn't the same. Not smart. This is going to be good. Hey, Network 98. I know this is kind of out of nowhere, but it's the 20th anniversary. So I wanted to see this movie again. It's been a couple of years since I've seen it. So. And this film is the shortest of the films. Under 2 hours, 93 minutes long. There's Eric. Eric and Ben. They're the first 2 characters in the movie. I can't wait for Dominion because you're going to have the original cast back. The 3 main actors from the first movie. I was going to do this on StreamYard back in July, but you know. It is. We're finally getting to it, so. Best and worst MCU villain. I think we'll just mute this part. Best MCU villain, one of them is Thanos, and then Loki is probably a second. The worst, one of the worst is Malekith. He's forgettable. And the villain from of course, Iron Man 3 was also one of the worst villains. Not good at all. But no matter what it was, Guy Pearce or Ben Kingsley, they wasted both of them. And Rebecca did not need to be in the film. She was a third wheel. She was supposed to be the villain, and they killed her off, and for good reason. The Spanish guy's dead, so nobody cared. Nobody cared about the Hispanics in the first movie, so. They got eaten by pteranodons. Yeah, Eric, they think that he's a dead weight in this movie. He actually does something in this movie. He saves Alan Grant when he gets on the island later and gets to his hideout. And he survives on the island for a long time without any adults. And I like this movie. I don't know what people have a problem with it. It's a good sequel after the second one was way too long and had a lot of characters I didn't care about. Here, there's way better characters. Hey, John, how's your day? I'm doing fine. It's just very hot today. I want to stay home and watch movies. That's why I'm not going to the theater to see Space Jam 2. I'm going to watch it at home in a few hours. There's Alan and there's Ellie from the first movie. Yeah, she's been busy. Maybe her kids are gonna be in 3. I mean, in Dominion. I don't know. It's been 20 years. There's an Asian woman. Yum. Yeah. And Laura Dern, even in her cameo here, she's still better than in The Last Jedi. Why do I say that? Because again, you gave her purple hair and made her a bitch. Yeah, that's not what I want, guys. Alan, yes. Plus, I miss Sam Neill. I haven't seen him on the big screen in a long time. I bet this guy's going to be dead in Dominion. I really enjoy Laura Dern's acting. She's just a beautiful woman and she can act, guys. Hey, Peter. The Raptors look a lot better here than Blue does in Jurassic World. I'm sorry. That movie was boring. You have unlikable characters. The CG looks terrible. The plot is just the first movie again. It's Lee. My account got locked out. Oh, it's fine. So, Nicholas, that's you? Or... And no John Hammond in this movie, which is a break for me because, Richard Attenborough was already getting too old by 2001. I saw this in the theater when I was 16, so it holds a special place in my heart. And I don't care what the plot is for Dominion. After the last one, Jump the Shark, there is no way back. Just go crazy. Give me the movie that I want. Give me the original cast back doing something. Don't kill them off like Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. Then, John, how are our chats? It's a lot better now because in StreamYard there was just too much bullshit that I don't want to deal with. About Taco Bell. No, don't mention it. Because why was he in Peter Rabbit? Because, that was a paycheck. Come on. I don't know. Also, it's good to see other actors here. You have T. Leone and William H. Macy and also who else? Yes, I saw your worst of this, but not a lot of them. Everybody, really? Which he was not in. I know, trust me. Some people didn't want to witness it because they hated Lost World. Dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago. Fossilized in the rocks, and if it's in the rock, that real scientists make real discoveries. Now, what John Hammond. What's the worst year of your life? Or last year was because of the freaking COVID. It was 98, but now it was topped, and I couldn't even go to the theater last year. Oh, I remember this girl. She was in an episode of Kenan and Kel. Yeah, except for a big paycheck from these guys. Because they're bringing him back, and they better not make him do nothing. Harrison Ford proved that he can still do it when he did Blade Runner 2049, and he doesn't come until like halfway through the movie, but it was worth it because he's not the lead in Blade Runner 2049. Ryan Gosling is. Oh yeah, that stupid phone. John, another one that I got Captain Marvel review because people hate Captain Marvel. They want to jerk off to Yelena instead. I told you she's better. Captain Marvel is better. Brie won an Oscar. This girl has not. Brie made $1 billion for Marvel, and they still say she's a failure. I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh, this is Udesky. This is the guy. This actor passed away. He was in Air Bud and a bunch of other stuff. And I think he was in Sister Act 2. I miss him. Yeah, he passed away. He's a good actor, and I miss him a lot. I think the Spinosaurus looks better than the freaking the Indominus Rex. That looks terrible. That CGI looks worse. Yeah, that CGI looks way worse than anything here because it doesn't have Stan Winston's effects, and you can definitely tell. It's just an albinosaurus, and it looks horrible. When you don't have Stan Winston's effects, you better have effects that look just as good. And if you don't, then you fail. Well, this is Billy. Yeah, he does a lot in the movie. He doesn't die, which is weird. But in the theater, I thought when the pteranodons take him away, he's married to Emily Mortimer, one of the only Brits I like because she has a cute face. Bento does not. Her face scares me. It's a face that I'm like, you could have gotten Natalie Lynn, and she would have done a much better performance because Natalie Lynn actually can act. She's not a new face. She's been acting since she was a little girl. Billy, yeah, I remember the character names here. I don't like Claire and Owen in Jurassic World. I don't like them. If they die, I would not shed a tear. And I didn't like the kids either in the first movie in Jurassic World. A computer, yeah, the internet, because this was before Facebook and was around. I saw this in the theater and it was pretty cheap because 20 years ago, movie tickets like a matinee. I saw this at a matinee. It was like $8. Now it's like $18 or $16 for a matinee or a full price. It's ridiculous. I'm not made of money, man. Gotta wash my hands. Let me just get some hand sanitizer. Yeah, that's that horn. Sounds a little bit like Mando, right? I would far better than the stupid New York accent. What? Of what? Yeah, I know that guy with the New York accent because again, they don't know how to do a New York accent without it making it sound ridiculous. I actually live in New York, so native, born and raised. Enterprises. Yeah, he's a liar. And also, the game, the Jurassic World, is actually good. The Jurassic World levels suck, but that's because I'm biased. But the first 3 movies, the Lego levels are mostly fun to play. Hold up, what? Well, this is no masterpiece like the first one. It's still a good movie. It's still entertaining. It's not. It doesn't drag ass for an hour for things to happen. Once they get on the island, the dinosaur starts attacking real quick. It doesn't take an hour. There's T. Leone. Her haircut is a little lesbo, but I still think she's an attractive woman. She has a big nose, just like Laura Dern. Not a good idea, but hey, the movie has to get started somehow. At least John Hammond is not talking about, oh, these creatures are need to be preserved and all that. No, I don't want to hear that. I know, Nicholas. I got your notification. I'm gonna go on Facebook later. Just Don't talk about Tobin Bell. He's not in this movie. Just keep eyes on the prize, guys. The Croods too, and yeah. Costa Ricans. Like I really want to meet them after what I've been through this year. No more things about Tobin Bell. He'll be good. Okay, got it. Good. Let's move on. I don't want the chat to be just Tobin Bell and questions. I don't want questions. I'm just tired, guys. Just watch the movie with me. That's what a commentary is. It's me talking, not anybody else. You can chat in the thing, but don't say stupid shit. Just I need a break. I've had a long day. I've been trying to do this podcast since I did the second movie about a month ago. Let's just get it done. It is lucky because he doesn't die. This guy was in Face Off also. Hey, Darius. Mm-hmm. They don't. Oh, this is the stupid Alan. I know it's dumb, but it's 5 seconds, guys. Yeah, it's 2 seconds, guys. Jurassic World is that scene multiplied by 10. I never talk stupid. Not that, Darius. I'm just saying that some people are talking about Jigsaw. This is not a Saw commentary. This is Jurassic Park 3. Not Spiral or the Saw movies or any of that. Or Jigsaw. No, it's none of that. Stick to the topic. I don't know why people want to talk about other movies when I'm watching one already. Da, 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 da. I love that music so much. Just like the first movie all over again, but it's not a remake of the first movie. What do you think should have been casting Jurassic World? Not Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. It should have been somebody else. You should have brought back the original cast or do some younger people from like in their 20s or something that actually are not annoying. Da, da, da. There they are. There's the dinosaurs again. Da, da, da. Just like old times, right? This is the first one I saw in the theater. Yeah, he got one role because it's an Apple movie. It wasn't even in theaters. The Tomorrow War. The Tomorrow War was not in theaters. So just to let you know. Kirby. Yeah, I know. Did you skip it? Which one? I skipped Tomorrow War. I don't care about Yvonne Strahovski. I don't care about Chris Pratt. I don't care about them ripping off movies like District 9 or Independence Day. I'm like, guys, I saw Independence Day a few weeks ago. It still holds up. You don't need to remake it. Yeah, this is her on the loudspeaker on a blowhorn, which is not recommended. Yeah. I'd rather sit through this any day over Rise of Skywalker. It's an hour shorter and it's to the point. They don't go to 18 different locations. The whole movie is on the island once they get there. It's not like the King Kong remake from 2005 where it's 3 hours long and they don't get to the island until an hour into the movie. Listen to this. Did you hear that? Yeah. That scared the hell out of me. Yes, this movie scared me in the theater. No. Oh, yeah. It's this. Well, this is not the cover of the artwork. In the original artwork has the Spinosaurus bone. Hey, Jalen. I just started Jurassic Park 3, and people are talking about Jigsaw. I haven't seen a Saw movie in years. The last one I saw was 3. There's a Spinosaurus. Yeah. These effects still look good. I don't care what anyone says. This looks better than Indominus. The Mosasaurus is okay, but it's only for 2 scenes. When it eats the shark, and then when it eats the well, 3 scenes. It eats the shark. It eats the woman that's dumped into the tank, and then it eats the Indominus at the end. That's it. That's what the Mosasaurus' job is. But the good Star Wars movie from 2017 audiences hated you. The Rise of Skywalker. I didn't like the Last Jedi. I couldn't walk. Yep. Look. Watch this. Cooper gets killed. Man, he gets. It's pretty violent for. This is probably the most violent scene in the movie. Watch this. Got him. Yep. Watch this blood. Yep. There's blood on the screen. Yeah. Movie's still a PG-13, guys. They didn't dumb this down for kids. This movie was too violent for my sister when it came out in 2001. She was only 9, so she couldn't see this until years later. A D plus, yeah, it deserves less than that. A D minus. You kill off Leia. You make the movie 2.5 hours, and it did not need to be that long. You rip off Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and other movies like Endgame. You could not replace. You could not do that. This creature looks awesome. I don't care what the nostalgia critic says. The freaking Spinosaurus looks badass. Him killing the T Rexes or whatever, I don't know the gender of this thing. It's it's basically it's a crocodile dinosaur with a big freaking jaw. Hey, at least it has a snout, unlike the lizard in the Amazing Spider-Man. That looks terrible. This movie, yeah, is fun to watch. If this was the first movie, we would have to wait 40 minutes to see this thing. We're almost about 30 minutes in. It kills the T Rex because it wants to make it a threat. And it is a threat. This thing does not die. Indominus was not a good villain. It was lame. Yep, there it is. Crocodile mouth. Yep, he got the black guy, but he was not the first to die. See, not a kid's movie, guys. Not a kid's movie. What? He steps on him. Ooh. Yep, I got you. They had to cut so they didn't show too much gore. Awesome freaking roar, by the way. I know a lot of people give this thing a lot of flack. I think it looks awesome. This is a practical effect. This is not bad CGI, the whole movie, like Indominus. Look what Indominus looks like. Just take it all in, guys. Hold on. It looks like shit. I'm sorry. The Indominus is like Albinosaurus. This thing looks way better. I know you hate the sequels. I like the first two. I'm sorry. The hobo was the worst thing in cinema. I hate Yelena, but Yelena was not a Mary Sue. That's the only good thing I could say about that character. She didn't have powers coming out of her ass. With the hobo, she's still worse. She's still the death of cinema. Watch. What? This thing is crazy, man. This thing has arms too, big freaking arms. The T Rex only has arms this little, but this thing has freaking long arms. Crocodiles and alligators don't have arms. Look at the Indominus Rex. Look how stupid it looks. Uh, and at least, no, I don't. I disagree with that, Peter. I disagree with that. I can't stand her. I don't like her face. She reminds me of a better actress named Natalie Lynn. Look, look at this stupid thing. Look at this. That thing looks stupid. It's an albinosaurus. This thing doesn't look white. It's like brown. See, let me show you who Bento looks like. Even the CG looks still. It looks better than CG from this year. I can easily say that. It looks better because it's ILM. It's not bad. No, I don't care. I don't care, Peter. Look at this actress, and you'll see a much better looking face. Wait, I spelled it wrong. That was scary, man. And they're isolated here. They don't have help. Like in the first movie, they had phones and things. Here, they have a. This is what. Yeah. Look at this face and tell me she doesn't look like your precious Bento. Look. That should have been freaking Lena. Look at the face. They look exactly the same. Yep, and that's the T-Rex. And what is the Scottish Craig said? It's gonna kill it, and it dies. People were pissed. I said no. I thought it subverted my expectations. Better than The Last Jedi did. Because it's a dinosaur, guys. Yep. And Alan looks scared. See, he thinks he's gonna die. Space Jam 2, I'm gonna see it. I don't want to know. Do not say any spoilers in the chat or you'll be blocked. Can I block somebody here? Let me just check. I'm just checking. Report, remove, put on timeout, hide user. Yeah. This one, I'm not going to. No spoilers about Space Jam 2. I haven't watched it yet. Yep. Clunk. He broke a neck. Same thing happened in Man of Steel, yet that was at the very end, and your hero does that. He could have knocked Zod out. He could have, like, punched Zod in the face and knocked him out instead of killing him. It was too dark. It was too dark. And Man of Steel, that took me out of the movie. What if someone from Facebook that hates you saw you at Black Widow? What do you mean saw me at Black Widow? Oh, you think? A no-fly zone? You have a dinosaur, an island filled with living, breathing dinosaurs that kill people in theaters. I don't care. So, someone told me to shut up. I'm like, no. Yeah, this is a different island. Yeah, and now they have a whole theme park full of it, and that got destroyed because of the volcanic eruption in the last movie. I saw the last movie, guys. It sucked. This movie is the first one compared to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That movie's a cartoon. Jurassic Park 3 or Jaws 3, this movie, easily. Jaws 3 has worse effects when it comes to the shark. I still like it as a guilty pleasure, but it doesn't have the best effects. I said you, and what? Natalie Lynn, that's who Elena should have been. The whole time I'm like, that would have been much better if it was Natalie Lynn. She would have had a cute accent instead of I'm going to talk like this and with like, no emotion for 2 hours. You, 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 Florence, you. Okay? You are not in my league. I've actually done stage acting. I don't do stupid accents that people would laugh at like you do. And no, the commuter, I'm not getting rid of it because she's just a cameo. Her worthless cameo, I could skip it next time I see it. So if I ever do a commentary for that movie, expect a lot of hate. I'm gonna be like, skip, because I don't have time for her. I already been through one Yelena 6 years ago with the hobo. I don't need any more. Beautiful, beautiful T. Leone. Yeah, she was also good in Bad Boys, the first one. Yeah, this movie came out in July 16th, 2001. I saw it in the theater. This thing does kill. It killed half the people in the movie already. Wait, take a look. Take a look, Josh. That's what Yelena should have been. See? Pure, beautiful face. They have the same face. They're both blonde. They have the same face, guys. Thank God she's not in any more superhero movies this year. She's not in the Eternals, not in Shang-Chi, thank God, and she's not in Spider-Man. So suck it. Can you make a parody video? Eventually, I will. John, what was that? My South Park avatar? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I need a bathroom picture in my bathroom downstairs. Joe Johnson, I like him as a director. You know what he did after this? He did Captain America: The First Avenger, and people love that movie. And that's a better movie than Black Widow, even though Haley Atwell's not good in the movie. I think she could have been easily cut out. It's the first film in the franchise not to be directed by Spielberg, but trust me, Spielberg's ego is so big now, this movie would have been 2.5 hours. I don't need the extra hour, guys. Not every movie needs to be 2 hours. This is 94 minutes. It goes by quick. I hate having to sit and waiting for something to happen. That was one of the problems in Lost World. The tricyclopod. This is the original poster with the pteranodon and the Spinosaurus. That's a cool looking poster. Considering I didn't see the first one in the theater when it first came out, I wanted to see this one. And yes, Kathleen Kennedy produced it. Screw her too. She's just as bad at freaking producing as other people. John, the Patrick show was awful. I'm gonna see the first episode. If it's not good, I'll. The music was done by Don Davis. Yeah, the budget $93 million. That's still under 100. It's not 200 million like Jurassic World or Fallen Kingdom was, because they're CG, but only for the dinosaurs. The people are mostly just real people, real stunt work too. Yeah, I remember those video cameras. Best and worst elimination movie? I don't know yet. The fact that this movie even got made in the first place is a miracle. Because now it took 14 years to get another sequel to this, and it's worse. It's boring. Despite mixed reviews, the film was successful at the box office. It was the lowest grossing, yeah, only because it didn't have everybody from the first movie. And it was short, and people didn't ask for another one. Time Elevator to slow down. Yeah, I said after the next Spider-Man movie, just take a break, dude. I don't need to see you in 4 movies a year. The Rock is taking a break. He's alive, yeah. Ben is dead because he got pecked to death by those pteranodons since he was up a tree. And I know I like this movie. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like you're crazy. I'm like, it's not long and boring. It's not a cartoon like that. Alan was stupid, but it's 2 seconds. The Fallen Kingdom has a black guy screaming. It has a dinosaur hitting a freaking bar like a thing like a Looney Tune. It has a dinosaur winking at the camera. Yeah, it's terrible. That movie is a garbage fire. Has been some actors need to their money, but they don't need 10 movies. No, they don't need a movie every year. Holland is young. He doesn't need to do a movie every year. I think this movie's underrated. It really is. It's a very entertaining movie. Yeah, she starts screaming a lot in this movie, but again, she's showing fear. She's not like Karen Gillian in Gunpowder Milkshake. She doesn't react at all. She's just like no emotion on her face, just the whole time. She as a young girl, she gets slashed on the cheek, and she has more emotion. Yeah, when she grows up, she's traumatized, and she can't even. Yeah, but he survives. I'm only 24 and I directed my role. Yeah, good for you. Cherry, I haven't seen. It's too long. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Cell phone promotion, video games. So yeah, I know there was a Jurassic Park 3 arcade game. I played it a long time ago. It's fun. It was a first person shooter. Really good visuals. It was like Dino Crisis or Turok, but with uh, bigger guns. Oh, raptor eggs. Yeah, Billy does a stupid thing and takes them. Yeah, Konami recently released a light gun arcade game. Yeah, in 2002. It's very fun. If you ever see it at any arcade, play it. I recommend it. It was the eighth highest grossing film of 2001, and this is before, by the way, when movies that were violent after 9/11 just did not do well. That's why Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter did well because they were not full of a lot of blood. The first Harry Potter and the first Lord of the Rings. But I got to charge my phone. Uncharted has a chance, but Mark Wahlberg has been slacking recently. Yeah, I prefer Donnie. Yeah, because Donnie's not doesn't he doesn't talk like this the whole time. No, he doesn't talk like that. I don't know why he talks like that. Yeah, that's the this is the InGen facility that they find the cloning eggs and then they find the blue raptors. And no, these are not blue. This one has like a mohawk, and they go true and all that. Shh. These dinosaurs can hear you. They're not deaf. They're not the T Rex has a. Also, Donnie didn't work with Michael Bay. Yeah, but again, I don't blame Mark Wahlberg because he was making the best of a bad situation. He knew those movies were bad, and he was just going through the motions. Age of Extinction was almost 3 hours. It was way too long. Movies don't need to be that long. I read the running time, 155 minutes for. You saw the Raptor? Yeah, that was cool. 155 minutes for. That was cool. Oh yeah, he tries it. 155 minutes is 2.5 hours for Dune, but this is a two-parter, so I can excuse it. But Bond is even longer than that. Why? Because they want to waste my time with 18 different people that have accents. Again, I blame the studio for that, for delaying it for so much. You waited 3 years to release this freaking movie. You sat on ass for this movie for years because Daniel Craig's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, you won't have to, Craig. After this, I want to see a new Bond that isn't stoic and boring. I'm tired of these leads that don't show emotion. These people scream and show emotion and cry and actually act human, and yet they're the ones that are bad actors. Yeah, no, this is how you play God. Yeah, good line in the movie. All things considered. See, that's an embryo. Yeah, this scene scared me in the theater. I didn't see it coming. There it is. This thing scared the hell out of me. Yeah, and then watch the eye moves. Oh, oh my god! He just scared the hell out of me. I told you this movie scared me. This is the blue raptor with the stripe and the mohawk. Scared the hell out of me in the theater. Still gets me because the eye moves like that, and it's just like what? And then the mark and the happening. What? No, yeah, I know it's horrible. There it is. I'm gonna have to plug myself in because I don't want my laptop to die. I still got another hour to go, so 50 minutes. This is the raptor trying to kill them, and then it calls for help. This effect still looks good. Stan Winston, man, I miss him a lot. His effects are missed in these movies. Dominion, it doesn't have to look like a cartoon, guys. Just entertain me. Just forget the first two movies and give us a Logan. End it on a high note. Why is that so hard? You hear that? It's crying out. It's like, oh my god. See? Yep, it's calling for help. See, these animals are not as stupid as you think. It's like, damn it, I'm stuck. Get me out of here. It's calling for help. Yeah. There's some nails on this island. Troll, 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 troll. I love October Sky. Yeah, that was a good movie. I liked The Rocketeer. I like this movie. I really enjoy it. I'm sorry. His movies are better than Ryan Johnson. They are because they're not pretentious and highbrow. And I'm going to make a Star Wars movie into an art film and fuck everybody over. Yeah, that's what people wanted. Not me. This movie did not kill off characters from the first movie that I loved. Yeah, they got separated, but at least it did something different. It subverted your expectations. It made the movie shorter. They cut 30 minutes of fat that was in the Lost World and made it way better, way more entertaining. Yeah, I like Lost World. I think it's an underrated movie as well. But this one has a much faster pace. It doesn't take 30 minutes of a British guy talking about, I want to make an island, I want to make a Jurassic Park of my own in San Diego. Yeah, Udesky. Yeah, they stabbed him right in the back. It's pretty brutal. Oh, man. October Sky is a well-made movie. It's a drama, but it's got a good idea of Jake Gyllenhaal trying to make a bottle rocket to go into space. True, true. The Raptors have always been the scariest thing. The Indoraptor, it looks like this, but with even worse CG. Like I said, the CG just nowadays is no excuse for it to look so bad. We have gotten to a point where we can make anything believable if you use both practical and CGI. He's dead. Have you finished Gotham? Yeah, I finished it. I saw it all the way through. I just want to rewatch it again on Netflix. I want to see Natalie Lynn. I want to see a face that could actually be a part of my fantasies and not my nightmares. First movie. Remember the first movie when they try to eat Lex? John, what's worse, Mortal Kombat 2 or Alone in the Dark? They're both pretty terrible. True. Yeah, yeah. This movie that the critics said that they sound like Darth Vader if he had a cold. I'm like, that's what they sounded like in the first two films. I don't want to hear that. You're just complaining because this isn't the first one or the second one. But guess what? It's still short. This movie easily could have been 2 hours and 15 minutes. But nowadays, they want to waste a person's time by making every movie 2 hours. I saw The Croods 2, guys. That came out last year. That was the same running time as this. The same freaking running time, 90 something minutes. It's quick and easy and painless. 2 hours is painful unless I'm invested. Shazam was over 2 hours, but I was laughing my ass off. This scene looks good. It's better than this. Remember this? Yeah, they might as well say, you audience, we don't care if you like this movie or not. See, Eric saves Alan in the scene. He actually does something in this movie. He's not just a damsel in distress. He doesn't need to be saved every 5 minutes like Yelena. Run, Eric. Yeah, Eric wore glasses and a mask. Loki, I saw Kang already. Mortal Kombat because it's so cheap. You mean Annihilation? Yeah. You know who I? You know who I am? Yep, we do know who you are because your parents are looking for you. And he's a 12-year-old kid. He's not a crybaby like the kid in Jurassic World or screaming like a bitch like Justice Smith did in Fallen Kingdom. Or the kid from Love Simon, who yeah, he's such a only good in Jurassic World. No, I love I think he's good in the first Lego movie and Guardians, but that's about it. Everything else, he's just I really don't care. Mortal Kombat didn't even try the CG. It's horrendous CG. This movie looks better. This came out 4 years later, and it's a better looking CG shot. Wait, I'm crapping out a little bit. I'm gonna have to just get that platform. I don't want to lose this, so let me go. Just pause it for a second, and I'll just get that platform because I don't want to this thing to. Yeah, I don't want this thing to die on me. I want to be able to finish this live stream so I can post it and get on with my life. Okay, let's put it on the platform right here. That's good enough. Okay, let's continue. We're not done yet, guys. That's good enough. Okay, let's do it. We're almost done. We're about halfway through the movie. I want to finish this. Mm-hmm. Yep, with the fin. Why don't why do at least try to act in the movies? Because they want to have people that can do a certain thing. That's raptor. Yeah, that's a dinosaur piss. Even though it looks like lemonade. chocolate. That looks good, man. So
I'm astonished that you lasted 8 weeks.
8 weeks. He was on the island for 2 months.
They are alive in this.
Yeah, it was. That's nothing. Wait till they see each other again in the new movie. I just hope it's worth my time because the last two were so bad that I didn't even see Fallen Kingdom in the theater. I saw it at home just a few months ago and it was bad. Compies, yeah, those little bastards from Lost World that were eating that, Peter Stormare. They're like mini raptors. Your connection is unstable. I know it's unstable, but it's hot today. So uh I want to keep going though. Hold on. I'm gonna finish this. I'm not gonna. There's an ankylosaurus, I think. Yeah, it's fine now. It's still going as long as I'm going live. Wait, hold on.
Eric's always been a strong.
It's always doing that. Am I going? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still going. It's hot today, so the live stream is going to crap a little bit. At least I did half of it, so I'll just keep going no matter what. Even if I freeze, you'll at least hear me. What's worse, 1998 Avengers or Mortal Kombat Annihilation? They're both pretty terrible. Because Avengers 1998 is boring. Nothing happens. Even the action is underwhelming.
I just said that was because
A lot of people do live podcasts and then the thing gets crapped out. This is like the scene in the first one when they're hiding in the tree from the T-Rex and then the Brachiosaurus show up. It's kind of like that. Just people talking quietly, not screaming at each other. Yeah, maybe this movie's not as whimsical as the first one that made me cry, but it's still entertaining enough. It's almost o'clock, so yeah. Movie's almost over, so we're about halfway through. If this is the second movie, we will be only in the first hour, so. And the film shot very well too. Joe Johnson knows how to keep a movie steady. He doesn't shake the camera like an idiot. Billy, that was a bad idea to steal the eggs, Billy. Bad idea.
there's right alongside the bank. Looks in good shape. Rescue boat? Oh. Something left behind. Close.
That's a really good shot. I like it. And I like this movie better than the Jumanji sequel. Why? It's shorter. And it doesn't have a stupid. The second movie just had too much of that dance scene. I was like, Sony, why did you put that in the movie? Your Guardians 1 already beat you to it. That dance scene was hilarious. Here, it's like really forced.
What about Eric? Eric's a smart kid. He probably knows he stands his best chance by the coast. He figures all the big dinosaurs are in the center of the island. Right? Sure. This is.
Yep. Yeah. Try the other Wi-Fi. It's a good scene. Movies now didn't give him any on my time yet. Yeah, not a good idea to